when we're using our land and taking care of it, we're really trying to think about ways to not just make our wine, but making sure that we are getting the most out of our resources.
Even though Domaine Carneros is really rooted in tradition in a lot of ways, we're an estate-grown winery. We make traditional method sparkling wines using the traditional varieties, but we've always been a dynamic company and we are willing to change with the times. Sustainability has been part of the ethos or the DNA of Domaine Carneros since its inception. Investment in solar energy, our reuse of our packaging materials, or the recycling and reuse of our processed water in the winemaking process.
Carneros and California in general is known for its wet, cold winters and its drier summers. It's actually why it's great for growing grapes. With our water collection and the reservoir, with all of the water that naturally comes here, we're taking water that naturally collects but might not be available during certain times in the summer, and we're making sure that we can foster the soil health and cover crop growth and really applying water that wouldn't normally be there to places that need it most during the summer.
In 2003, we installed the largest solar array of any winery in the world at its time. And we like to say more recently, we amped up our commitment to solar energy. We not only doubled our generation capacity, but we connected the whole system to a microgrid. We're one of the first solar microgrids in the wine industry.
So this is our solar array, and it's connected to our microgrid system, which includes a battery. And that battery allows us to store energy and reuse it in times where the environment is getting increasingly unpredictable. This gives us resiliency. With solar energy in general at Domaine Carneros, we run off of solar energy over 70% of the time, which is an insane figure to really think about.
Over a decade ago, one of our team members had the idea to reuse our boxes, the cartons we pack our wine into. And as you might imagine, with our beautiful chateau and all the wonderful hospitality we get to do, we break down a lot of boxes on site. If we broke those boxes down and brought them back downstairs to our production line, we could rebottle into them and reuse them.
These are our bottles, which have been engineered for structural integrity, and that makes them more sustainable because they're lighter weight. We have our labels that we recycle the backings on, which is not typical, and we also have them made out of recycled content, 100%. And we also have boxes that are reused and repurposed. I think that most of our great ideas have come from employees questioning our status quo and asking the question, is this the best that we can do this?
We've come so far with our sustainability program, so it's fun to be at a point where we can just continue to nuance it. We work with 3 different external certification agencies in order to continue to drive new initiatives. So we work with California Certified Sustainable, Napa Green, and Fish Friendly Farming. And all of those agencies help us to create new goals and new initiatives to continue pushing the boundaries.
It's important to us to have a third party come in and make sure we're doing everything right, make sure we're taking care of our waterways just like we're taking care of our land as best we can. Community is really important. A lot of the research in this industry, just by way of doing it, happens out in the vineyard and it happens at individual wineries, so some of our best information is coming from our peers. I think that sustainability isn't something that just one business or one person is going to accomplish. For us, it was installing the solar microgrid. It's reusing water at our reservoirs, reusing our packages downstairs in our production line. We know that those things alone won't create a sustainable future for the area that comes from a community of people that care.